Welcome. This is EB211OL, Online Business Statistics. I'm Brad Andrew. Most of you know me as BA. I want to be called BA. Um, this is a online version of business statistics, which is a required course for business POEs, for economics POEs, and also for some other POEs as well. This course generates some stress among people, and so I hope that the online version will help provide you with a really more of a less stressful environment. Granted, we do have a 6-week time frame, but still, I really hope that this will help to make statistics a little bit more accessible to you. My name's, as I said, BA. I'm a big Red Sox fan, New England Patriots fan, Boston Celtics fan, and so as a Patriots fan, I've caught a lot of flack since the Super Bowl. That's okay. That's okay. Not many fans can claim that their team has been to 8 Super Bowls in the last 17 years, and my team has, so I'm very proud of that. We're also going to talk, one of the things we're going to talk about in the course is something called mean reversion, and you'll understand when we talk about mean reversion why I'm happy to say that mean reversion hasn't affected the New England Patriots. Before I talk a little bit more about the course, I just want to introduce my wife Susan and my son Cameron right here. This was taken about 1.5 years ago at Thanksgiving. Cameron looks a little bit older now. He's actually got some peach fuzz, so perhaps we'll get a picture or two, or perhaps a video of him. I'm a little leery about getting him in front of the camera because he might take it over, and by that I mean the course. He might take the course over. He might say something to the effect, "It's too bad you're not being taught by the smartest Andrew in the family." But nevertheless, I might still allow him some screen time just to say hello to you. All right. And my wife Susan is probably not going to want to intervene because she is not that interested in statistics. She would rather leave that to me. So, one of the ways I kind of hope to make statistics a little bit more accessible to you is this book, Naked Statistics. Just came out a couple years ago, and it does something that a lot of students really appreciate, which is help explain why statistics is important, and also why it is we in fact use statistics, and what is it useful for. But it doesn't do it in a overly quantitative way that often alienates people. He does it in I think a story-driven way, which I think is a little bit more it's a little bit more compelling, it's more engaging, and it helps you remember it, and it helps you put it into a context so that you understand why we're doing this. The textbook is this one, 17th edition of Lind et al., Lind, Statistical Techniques in Business and Economics. I chose this because it had the best reviews by students that I could find. Students found it very accessible, it found it fairly easy to read, to learn from, and because students gave it significant thumbs up, I chose it as my textbook. Throughout the semester, we'll have other videos by me and by other teachers who I think do a really great job. In addition to assignments, we have a forum, and on the forum I'll post questions that I'd like you to answer, but not just sort of answer, but also respond to what other people have said. What I really strongly encourage you to do, and I actually strongly encourage, is what I expect you to do is to not simply say, great post, that's awesome. All right, that will frustrate me to no end. You don't want to do that. What you want to do is reflect back so that the reader, anyone reading, knows that you understood what the poster said, and then extend it. Extend what they've said. Now, just that helps me see that you understand this, and it helps to compensate for the fact that there isn't as much. There really isn't the same type of in-class interaction. The good thing about an online course is that there are fewer people enrolled, so I'll actually have some time to interact primarily on the forum, answering questions, posting questions. There's a part of the forum that I would really like you to I'd like you to use a lot, and that is students answering questions posted by other students, students helping students. There's an enormous amount of educational research that shows that students do a better job explaining things to other students. And so I've set up this class in a way that you are rewarded for either asking questions or answering questions. The more you ask and the more you answer, the more participation points you get in the class. Right? That is by design, because it's meant to encourage you to ask questions. It's okay to ask questions. You get as much credit for asking a question as you do answering it. And so I think this is. I hope that we will have a really fun course. Maybe I can, as I said, maybe get my son on there once or twice. We can perhaps, for you, if we've got any non-Red Sox and non-Patriot fans, maybe you'll throw out an occasional jab my way, and I'll throw it right back at you. And what I want you to do is to really don't get stressed out about statistics, because while I understand for many people it's a completely different language and it often generates stress, that doesn't help you. All right, you've got several weeks here to try to learn the material, and I don't want you to get too caught up in the stress that comes from something that's unfamiliar, because what I hope to do is, through my interactions on the forum, through the use of Naked Statistics by Charles Whelan, help you understand intuitively why we use statistics, what purpose they serve, and that you don't need to get overly anxious about it. All right, thanks. Have a good semester.